Hey Corona Diary, it is day 19 so far. So I want to start out by explaining something about what I've been up to. So everyone's okay. I'm getting no worse or no better. That is the news for this household again. Quite short and sweet. So one thing I have been doing, which I'll have touched on in videos, is that I'm walking around my back garden because I can't go out the front. It's not really very safe for me right now to be going out the front. So I go out in the garden alone because obviously if I don't get the exercise then my sugar levels could get too high. I've also previously mentioned that my garden's not very big. Now, my children have needed to get outside and burn off some energy, and obviously I've been walking around it. So I took a picture of my garden yesterday to share with you all, which I'll put up now for you all to see. And yeah, as you can see, the grass is bare. We've barely got any left, which means we're going to have a lot of work to do once this is all over. We have barely got any grass left because the amount of use that garden's getting, and as you can see, it's quite a small garden. I know when I look back on this and look at that picture, I'll be thinking that was absolutely bonkers that I was getting my exercise just walking around that tiny little garden. I'm sure some of you don't have gardens, and some of you might have gardens even smaller than mine, and so you will be feeling that I'm lucky and I shouldn't be complaining. I'm not complaining, I'm just trying to keep it real with the sharing of what we've been going through, because obviously we need to look back on these videos and we might not be here for many years, who knows, and so we would like to remember exactly what we're going through. I know there's so many people that don't even have the same opportunity of fresh air as we do, which is really awful, and my heart goes out to you if you are one of those people. So quite a bit of news, we're just going to get stuck straight in. So the death toll rose to 3,605 yesterday. It is soaring, that death toll, and it's very, very upsetting. I saw that Britons had been warned that the coronavirus pandemic will claim more lives over the coming weeks if people give in to temptation and head out to enjoy the sunshine this weekend. It has been beautiful. Yesterday the sun was out and it was absolutely gorgeous in my garden. I loved being out there and I didn't really want to come in. But anyway, please, if you're watching this, do resist the temptation. If you've got a garden, sit in the garden, walk around it, get something that you've got in the shed out, a game, maybe you've got some garden games that you could use. Think about what you could be doing in your garden. You know, take a yoga mat into your garden, take your phone or a tablet out and play an exercise routine through YouTube out in your garden. There is so many things you could do outside that would really be beneficial to you without having to go for a long walk and picnics and barbecues, and there is so many things that we can all be doing. I saw that medical chiefs had called for volunteers to come forward to take part in clinical trials, and that there was 926 people already involved, but they were asking for more volunteers yesterday. Another headline was the peak of the UK's coronavirus outbreak, with as many as 1,000 deaths a day leading up to it, may come on Easter Sunday, Health Secretary Matt Hancock has suggested. Now, he can't know that for sure. Nobody really knows for sure when the peak's going to be and how high that death toll is going to be every 24 hours. That is a prediction, so bear that in mind when you're watching this. I'm taking it with a pinch of salt because it's just a prediction, and even the top scientists might not necessarily get it right. It is all guesswork at the moment. I know there can be evidence and graphs that they can make their predictions from, but it doesn't mean they're accurate. So once again, if you've seen that on TV, do bear that in mind. It's not necessarily strictly true. Some surprise news to me was that the Queen will address the nation about the coronavirus pandemic on Sunday, marking just the 4th time that she has recorded a special message to be broadcast at 8 p.m. I don't know what channel it'll be, but 8 p.m. on TV on Sunday, which is tomorrow to me. Today for you. Yeah, tune in at 8 p.m. later this evening and you will see a Queen's message. Apparently this is the 4th time in her reign that she's actually done this, so that's quite a big thing. Sadly, I saw that 2 religious leaders from the same church in Wolverhampton have died 24 hours apart from the virus. As I keep pointing out, these deaths are really unnerving. To me and many others, it's frightening to hear about these deaths, but like I keep saying, and I'll repeat it, we all need to hear the news, even if we have anxiety issues like myself. I've had several panic attacks recently. It's not pleasant, but I know I have to get through that because I have 5 children, and as a family we really do need to know what's going on. Me and my partner are separated at the moment, therefore he needs to pay attention to the news as much as me. Wales is to introduce a law compelling employers to ensure workers keep at least 2 metres apart to tackle the spread of coronavirus. When I first saw this, I thought it was really bizarre, and the more I think about it, the more I think, well, actually this is a really strong message to the Welsh people, that this is deadly serious and they really do need to listen. And I think it's probably a good time for these harsh things coming into place, because there are so many people not taking this seriously. I mean, even where I am, you still hear teenagers, groups of teenagers out together. It's not stopping people. There's not enough. I've not seen police patrolling at all yet, and that really is worrying. I don't see that they're protecting the public and making sure that these people that are ignoring the lockdown rules are being dealt with. They're just getting away with continuing ignoring all of the rules, and if the police aren't going to patrol, it's not going to get better. And I don't know how we stop the spread if the police don't pull their socks up and start doing what they need to be doing everywhere around the whole country right now. Unfortunately, I saw that Debenhams are putting administrators on standby. They're currently having issues. We have lost a lot of Debenhams stores in recent months. A lot of stores disappeared, and unfortunately some were local to me, and that left me only able to use them as an online source. And now they've got administrators on standby. I'm not convinced that they're going to make it through this. If you've heard any noises throughout this video, I do apologise. It seems that somebody's outside their front doing a bit of gardening with a shovel and making a little bit of noise. My windows are shut, so please accept my apologies. The last bit of news for today is that Prince Charles opened a temporary Nightingale hospital via video link from his Scottish home. NHS Nightingale is the new hospital in London in the Excel Centre that is prepared to take on 4,000 people in ICU, so only severe patients are going to be sent to the NHS Nightingale. As far as I know, there are 2 wards, each ward containing 2,000 beds, so that is a lot. They are looking at sites all over the country to extend that, as well as mortuaries. I've heard news about mortuaries going up in different places too. So please do let me know if there's anything you can further in the comments which I've said. You know, you might know more about a subject I've just spoken about. Please do further my comments in the section below if you know more. That would be much appreciated by me, more so, and I'm sure plenty other people. Please remember to leave a clapping emoji in the comments section. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow.